Hello everybody, it's hobbitsizz and welcome to a lore video. As you can see, today I am back to my normal self. No teenage vampire angst here anymore. So in today's video, like I said in the last one, we are playing DEMACIA Rocks. So this is a MALPHITE GAREN deck. Oops. Yeah, why not? MALPHITE GAREN deck. So the purpose of it, the combo, is that GAREN, when he's leveled up, round start rally, and MALPHITE is when I'm summoned or round start. If you have the attack token, create an unstoppable force in hand. So ideally what happens is that GAREN's leveled up and then MALPHITE's leveled up and you get a unstoppable force every turn. So that's pretty much the premise of it. So this is playing like a mid-range list. So to accompany this mid-range list, we are having the typical DEMACIA like Sharp Sight, Single Combat, and Concerted Strike. And then we also have some other DEMACIA tools like Grand Plaza, which has seen very little play after its health nerf. So this is now, when an ally summoned, give it +1 and Challenger this round, which is pretty solid for a number of units, mainly like Grizzled Ranger, Solari Sunforger, and things, and even like Garen. And so we're using that landmark, one, because Challenger is very nice and it's very good for the removal for this deck, and two, because it's a landmark, so it synergizes with MALPHITE and trying to get leveled up. We need 12 plus mana of landmarks, although Eye of Horak basically does that itself. So we're playing a mid-range list. We aim to start with like Blue Sentinels, and then go into like Blue Sentinel, and then like into Grand Plaza, or we can play a Star Tip Peak on 2 as well, because we're running a full set of Star Tip Peak. And then we kind of transition into more so using like Grizzled Rangers, Solari Sunforgers, and Garens to stabilize our board state with a number of tricks, such as like the 1-off Bastion, 3 of Hush, Single Combat, and Sharp Sight, and go into like a MALPHITE win condition. So some of you may have noticed, if you watched my last video, that this deck is significantly different. Maybe not significantly, but it's kind of different from what I proposed before. So I played around with it a little bit more, and I come to like 3 Blue Sentinels, and I did include Stars Step Peak, 3 of them, but only 2 Grand Plaza. Now, my reasoning for this is that if I don't draw Eye of Horak, I still have a chance of leveling up MALPHITE, because each Blue Sentinel counts for 2 spell mana. So if like I get all 3 Blue Sentinels and all 3 Star Tips, or like 2 Plazas, which is 6, and then like 3 of either of these, or combined, then I can still upgrade MALPHITE. It's harder without Eye of Horak, but it is still possible, and that's why I settled on that. Bright Steel Protector is just the Divine Shield, or sorry, Hearthstone talk. The Barrier is very helpful, and I found it a little more helpful than Solari Shieldbearer, because this is sometimes conflicting with like Solari Sunforger, like on turn 6. You can't really have both of their effects, and on turn 2, I mean, I'm fine just playing a Blue Sentinel for the most part, or like a Star Tip Peak, and if I already have Grand Plaza out, then I'm on like turn 4, and I usually have better plays than Solari Shieldbearer, so that's why I did decide to take it out. It's still a solid card in this list, but I ultimately decided to take it out. And then I added in a 1 or 3 of Hush, first of all. This was a 2 of, now it's a 3 of, because I found Hush just super useful. And then a 1 of Bastion. Some of the things that stop this deck cold that I've found out are like, you know, heavy spells. Like if I have Garen, he regens, but they can still have to do 5 damage at once or 7 damage at once, because the only thing I have protection is Sharp Sight. Then he just dies, right? So this is a way of keeping Garen alive. And I also put 1 Towering Stonehorn. This card sees no play. Absolutely 0 play. And it is a 6 mana, 7/7, but it doesn't take damage from enemy spells or skills. So it is a solid board stabilizing unit that this deck could kind of use. I'm debating whether to keep a Towering Stonehorn or to go with like a Screeching Dragon or like a Cytheria, but I have decided on Towering Stonehorn partially because I just want to see how it works. Like as a card, I just want to see if it's, you know, any sort of good. So yeah, that's the list. I'm decently happy with it. You know, done some playtesting. So with all that being said and done, let's hop into some games. So we are against Azir Irelia as 90%. I'd say 90. It's actually like, sorry, it's close to like 28% of this meta is Azir Irelia. I need units. I love Hush, but I kind of want units. I don't want 2 Plazas. 1 Plaza is actually pretty nice, especially like Towering Stonehorn. That's actually pretty solid. But if I can, it's only if I can like make it that far without dying. Solaris Sunforger with Plaza, also. I'm just gonna say, pretty sweet. This can give me, like, if I have a strike card with this, I can get, like, 12 health back. Right now I can get, like, 6 health back, which is still very, very good. Gonna combine it with Plaza. Hush, like I said, is nice. I have 3 of them, so I was relatively confident that I would draw at least 1. But now he's gonna throw a lot of stuff at me. We'll just play a Sentinel. Next turn is gonna be a little rough. I only have 1 blocker because a Ground Plaza is very necessary. See, this deck is a mid-range list because it curves out pretty nicely. So when I say, like, something curves out nicely, I don't mean like this guy, right, who's playing a lot of cheap things, his hand's diminishing, and he's playing a lot of cheap things. For a deck to curve out nicely, he's really not attacking there, wow. But anyway, for a deck to, like, curve out nicely, it's more so that you're playing 1 card a turn, and that card is using the maximum amount of mana that you have available. That's what, like, curving out, like, actually means. So he's gonna recall. Yeah, he's recalling. I mean, playing the Flawless Duet this turn doesn't matter too much, though. I mean, he should still do it. But I'm just saying, you know, he didn't do it. Wow. Wow, wow. But I was saying, so, like, the methodology of curving out. So, like, here, playing Garen would be an ability for me to curve out. No, because that uses all of my mana to do so. I'm going to let this go through. He's going to play this, and I'm going to kill that with a Hush, but I want to play Vanguard Redeemer first and draw a card. So we're going to trade with the Sparring Student, because now he's going to attack. He probably will do... I'm surprised he didn't do Keep It first. But yeah, now we go like this, and we can go like this. And we can save ourselves a bit of damage. We'll Hush that. And yeah, there we go. Another recall, I'm assuming. I mean, another Stone Shaping is fine with me if he wants to do that to kill this. Well, yeah, I'm assuming another recall. Which is very annoying, right? That, like, he had this super powerful unit that I can do nothing about because I just Hush it, and then he's like, nope, recalled. But whatever. He only has 3 cards left in his hand. And we have... That's a good card. That's good with, like, Sunforger next turn. So I think I want to save that... Oh, I could Sunforger this turn with it. I get so much health back. Yeah, you know what? Let me do that this turn. Having him with Challenger is very nice. He already used 2 recalls. So now him with Challenger. Why would you do that? He has... That's fine. I could have attacked with the 3-2-2. That was a mistake to not attack with this guy. Yeah, no, getting rid of Sparring Student is actually so huge. Getting health back is also very nice. But Sparring Student is, like, such a strong card in this deck that it's just getting rid of it so much helpful. Yeah, I should have attacked with the 3-2. That was definitely a mistake there. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter. Yeah, I'll attack with this so that I can trade into 2-1. I mean, he only has 2 cards left. I mean, I can just... Do I want to save mana to Vanguard, like, after a unit dies? Or would I rather just, like... I think I'd rather just Garen now. Get the strikes in with Garen to try and get his level up. Okay, that's really good. He has like nothing. He just has a Sand Soldier. He can attack with Droplet, but still spawns. Okay. Do I want this? See, next turn I have 8 mana, right? I can get 9 mana. Does 9 get 11 mana? Oh, 11 gets me Towering and Concerted. Yeah. That's good. Yeah, I'll take that. Malphite is also pretty close leveled, right? Oh, he's a 5 out of 12. Not that close. So yeah, now I'm at 11 mana, so I have Towering. Oh, I have Malphite. Malphite's honestly not as good here, though. I'd much rather Towering. Because now I have access to Concerted Strike plus Towering. Which is very good. So he doesn't take damage from He doesn't take damage from spells or skills. Can I full attack here? The 2-1 trades with that, 3-1 trades with that. I think I only attack with just Garen. I don't want to give him favorable trades. Yeah, that's fine with me. Now I have a leveled up Garen, which is nice. I want to bank mana for Concerted Strike because if he summons like a Zir or Aurelia, I just want to be able to kill it without question. You know he has one card next turn. Now we'll just kill it. I don't want him to do just a ton of damage to me. It's honestly just... He has no cards left in his hand. It's like honestly just safer to do that, even though there's a ton of mana. Because now we have the attack token to start. On a single combat too.
Azir welcomes all his subjects.
The full attack he has to block here. And we can obviously kill that with a single combat on our Towering or our Garen. Probably not Garen because Garen will die to that then as well. Bye-bye. No Inspiring Marshal for you. Boop. Nice. And there we go. Game 1, pretty well. Towering Stoneheart actually put in some work. It's just, you know, it's just a big ball of stats. Yeah, Cytheria would have done the same thing. And additional effects, right? Because we only used like 6 health of it, so... For all intents and purposes, it didn't matter too much more from other things we could have played. But it wasn't bad. It's not bad. And we beat Azir Aurelia. They lowballed. They didn't draw Azir or Aurelia or Inspiring Marshal till very late. But... oh well. This is not terrible, but not great. We do have... oh, wait. Stonehorn actually might be so good here. I actually kind of want to keep both Stonehorn and Garen. These two, like, with his regeneration, the ability to... he has to be killed in 1 turn, which is kind of difficult for this deck to do, as it's a lot of, like, persistent AoE damage. And it will not be able to hurt this at all, which is super, super nice. So the only thing that can, like, stop this is, like, Vengeance or Obliteration or other cards like that. They're not going to do anything turn 2. I'll just rather start Tit Peak. We'll get these going. We'll get some just more options in our hand. Malphite. Okay, so he's drawing a champion. Okay, so he got the Lysandra. I mean, not ideal, but we'll play another Star Tipped. I don't really need to play Blue Sentinel now. I'll take 2 damage. Oh well. I do want to get these going. These are nice. 1 for Malphite's level up, and 2 because it gives me things like Equinox, which is very, very good. I mean, I could just play the Trickster. I don't mind that. We'll take 3 damage as well. Bop! Sure. And now I think we draw exactly... ooh, another Trickster. I think we draw exactly 10. Yeah, nice.
This is gonna be fun.
Do not embarrass me, troll.
Troll. We can play Garen. I will Spell Shield my Garen and give him bonus health. Be pretty nice. Yeah. Help out a bit. Man, it would be so nice if we had a, one of those challenger things here. Like, I could Stonehorn, which isn't bad. Or, like, you can't Ruination because Garen has a Spell Shield, so it'd be a little wasted. If I wanna... I guess I should just Blue Sentinel, because if I want a Concerted Strike to get rid of Lysandra. So Watcher doesn't get summoned.
They look angry.
That's fine. I'm okay with that. I get mana. Like, this is, you know, no matter how he blocks with it, right? It's like, it's still fine. Because the mana is nice. Yeah, so Garen actually levels up here, which is kind of huge. Get rid of Lysandra. The reason why I'm getting rid of Lysandra as opposed to, like, Trundle is because Lysandra is the real threat here. Like, Watcher is the way this deck wins. If I can get rid of his Lysandra, I eliminate the chance of him being able to get that Watcher. And now I have 8 mana, and I have the attack token. I have a very healthy Garen. We also have another Trickster. I might silence the Sentry so he gets... Okay. Well, before you do that, I will kill your Trundle too. Nothing for 2 mana he could actually stop that. Yeah. So that's... My unit might be dead, but yours is as well. And now I get my Vanguard Redeemer. Nice. And I get a Trickster. And we'll just full attack here. Bop, bop, bop. So that Garen level up actually helped us pretty handedly. And we're just going to go for a win. We have 9 damage on the field. He probably has something to deal with the 1 health unit. Okay, he's a Flash Freeze to deal with that. And a Whale. Well, for that Whale, I am going to put a Sharp Sight. So you are down to 1 health, sir. So he did have another Whale, a little annoying, but we're going to play a Towering Stonehorn now. This thing is very big. Yeah, he doesn't have a Lysandra though, so I'm honestly less worried about the Ice Pillar. It kind of depends what he plays next. Okay. So Lysandra's leveled now. But again, what is he doing with this, right? Tavern Keeper. Malphite? Okay, the Blade Ravine. This doesn't take damage, this dies, this dies. That would die as well. This is Ephemeral. We'll keep this alive. This will go down to 1 health. Okay, or that's fine too, honestly. Like, I traded his unit. That's still 1 less blocker. He only has 1 blocker though. Alright, I see what he's trying to do. Oh, thanks for that.
Today we turn the tide of war.
Now we can kind of flood with units. I guess he can too. Gonna hit this with a stun. Can't block. What other tricks do you have up your sleeve? Okay, you have Lysandra. I mean, I need one, either Malphite or Stonehorn to hit, right? You can only block 1 of them. For 3, he'd have to have a Frostbite. Boom! Got him! Malphite just using that big body and nice attack stat to his advantage. It is a good day to be Malphite. Yeah, buddy. So, that, I mean, that's kind of what I'm talking about with this deck, right? It's big units, and it does pretty well against, as you saw from there, from AoE. Malphite takes very little damage. Garen is pretty beefy as well. Towering Stonehorn, again, putting in some work, just using its big stats. And it's not taking damage from enemy spells or skills. Although, I don't think... That didn't work, right? Because it was a bladed thing anyway. The Bladed Ravine, so it actually didn't matter. But still going pretty well. The fact that we're able to kill Lysandra also helped quite a bit. You know, with the Concerted Strike. And then trading with the Trundle. We just took out basically more of his win conditions. Alright, another one. I don't think this is a terrible match for us. I honestly don't. Bastion isn't actually that useful. It's only useful with like Vengeance, but nah. I like the Redeemer. Let's get rid of everything else. Bastion's okay, but they have so much AoE removal that like it's really easy to pop a Bastion and then hit someone with a more important spell. Blue Sentinel. Blue Sentinels.
You can see the Demacian border from here.
Avrosan Sentry versus Blue Sentinel. Okay, no attacking. Each is a fair. Well, Ground Plaza. Which is going to be really, really nice for dealing with Lysandra. So he'll have to put a lot of effort to keep his Lysandras alive. I don't need to attack into you. I'll just have you waste your mana. That's fine. That's helpful next turn.
They're out there.
I'll play another Sentinel. I'll keep my 3 mana in backup. Yeah, now I got a 3/3 Sentinel. Woo! Alright, cool. Eye of Rahorak. See, that'd be nice if we had Malphite. If we had Malphite in the hand, I would definitely go for that, because that would upgrade Malphite. But we'll probably just go for the Grizzled Ranger. Slow down, will you?
Here we go.
He is going to draw a card from this. He will draw multiple cards. I don't want to use a Silence on him. It's really not worth it. But now we have our 4/4 Badger Bear that can attack in that, and we can get the hits off with our Blue Sentinels. My deck is all about like clearing blockers with Challenger units, so I can just have like, yeah, taking favorable trades, so we can have more damage go through it to his face. I'm assuming he has some kind of heal, maybe a Bladed Ravine, something that he wants to play after combat, which is probably a heal because he wants value out of it. Oh, just Trundle. Oh man, if I had 5 mana. If only I had 5 mana. But alright. It's okay. We got the Redeemer, so these are potential card draw, which is obviously very nice. I kind of want to throw a Sentinel in. I want something to die so I can redeem her. That's basically what it comes down to. That's not great. There's the Bladed Ravine. Take one, take all. I'm going to kill the Trundle. He can't stop both of these. He can only stop one with a Frostbite effect. So by having both the units, that could kill the Trundle. I'm trying just to get Trundle out of there. Lysandra is definitely a more pertinent one, but Trundle can be a very scary effect as well. Especially if we have lower like attack units that can't trade favorably with him. Which tends to be what we're doing right now. So we're just trying to clear the board space so we can just get open attacks on him. That doesn't help, right? Oh, I mean, he's just killing everything with Bladed Ravine is what he's doing. That's a little nasty. So that was pretty good on his part. Everything is now dead. We do have extra mana, but at what cost, right? Play our Vanguard Redeemer. Draw into our 3rd Bright Steel. That's pretty piss poor. Not gonna lie. We just gotta play units at this point. We just didn't draw into anything big, right? We had 5 of our 2-drops. But like, 0 Garen, 0 Malphites. We're not even putting down that much pressure because that... Okay, he has Lysandra. And as soon as, like, turn 8 hits, like, he just pops off. So, we can hush Lysandra as soon as this plays. Another Blade Ravine. Yeah. We don't have big enough... We didn't draw big enough units to really stop this. That doesn't help. We have to hush Lysandra so he doesn't get his freaking thing. His Watcher. So he can't like copy this and get Watcher now. I mean, I can Sharp Sight when he tries to attack with... It's not even worth it to play anything right now. He just kind of has me. Yeah, no, I lose this. I didn't draw on any cards that could actually finish the game. Fiora Zoe. So this is like a Sparklefly deck, yeah? So let's rock down some Sparkleflies. Towering Stonehorn. I have her actually like kind of a nice curve, but we'll give her the Towering Stonehorn. Towering Stonehorn. Towering Stonehorn. Obviously, Sentinel is good. 2-drop, nice. I kind of like the Ivor Horak, honestly. This deck doesn't run a whole lot of units, so Ivor Horak can effectively shut down a lot of stuff that they're doing. So that's pretty nice. I'll probably play that turn 5 almost instantly. Like, because it goes through spell shields too, because it's a landmark effect. Oh, my Towering Stonehorn's back. So this is like turn like 6 and 7 then. He can't do anything with his unit. Get him! Bam! 2 damage. What you got? Never saw that coming. Sparklefly. Obviously, he was going to have a Sparklefly, as they always do. Yep. I think getting rid of Zoe is more important to start than the Sparklefly, although Sparklefly is health. But Zoe is so much value. And a potential, and more of a potential win condition. They're both pains in the butt. I guess I could play Solaris Sunforger. Alright. Well, I'll play Sunforger then, just so I have a unit with attack. So he's just a 5-4 for 4. Why not? He trades with this. Radiant Strikes! Bam! I could attack with this too, but I like Pale Cascade trades with that. We don't want that. Alright, that's fine. This is where Ivor Horak actually helps a lot. Boop! That's pretty solid. Not gonna lie. This has Spell Shield, right? Yeah, it has Spell Shield. I probably just summon like Towering just to get more damage off. I mean, that shit's scary. That's the noise it makes. Concerted Strike? Single combat or Concerted Strike? Yeah. Wait. I don't take damage from any spells or skills. This is a spell, sir. That's a spell. I just would like to say, that is a spell. You know, I don't really follow your logic there. It's a spell. It's totally a spell. Whatever. Sure, it'll attack for 12 damage. Bop, bop, bop. Nice. Alright, you really don't matter at this point, Fiora. All the buffs went on the Sparklefly. You're kind of irrelevant. Alright. It's a big Sparklefly. Do I concerted to hush afterwards? Oh, I could just double hush. That works. Why would you...
Fear is the first of many foes.
Alright. I don't know why you'd play that when you already have a spell shield.
Your move.
That's just annoying. I think Garen still levels up though, right? Yeah, okay. That's annoying, but at least Garen levels up. I will not falter!
Stay resolute.
It's still a very big boy though. It's very thick. That's nice though. I like that quite a bit. Been nice a little bit earlier, but you know. That doesn't even freaking kill it. Are you kidding me?
My sword is yours to command.
No doubt. Only victory.
What if I...
It's yours to command.
I can do like 13 damage and he heals 8 of it. I can do 5 damage effectively, which puts him at 11. The barrier on this is so annoying. Does that really matter that much?
We will not hesitate.
Yeah, I can get him down this low.
Sharp blade, sharp mind.
Fior's riposte? I mean, I have to attack with everything, right? Oh, okay, so Fior's just dead.
Protect our floor.
I mean, he's at 10 health. I'm at 10 health, but he, like, I have nothing strong enough to kill 11 health. Well... I can't kill 13 health, right? Wait, I have to do this first. And then this. Oh my god, that kills it. That kills it! That's like 9 damage, followed by 5 damage. That's 14 damage. I don't know what his last 2 cards are, but... Ah, fudge muffins. What is that? 2 health left? Oh my god! Wait. Yes! It does 2 extra damage! We get it! Don't have any more buffs. Please don't. No, he's at 16 health! Come on, man. No, you don't get to finish this. You don't get to finish this game. Go away. I couldn't surrender. It wouldn't let me surrender because the action was already in progress. Ah! Come on! We had that. You had 2 Blessing of Targuns left in your hand. Bull crap. As you can see, that deck's very hard for us to beat. This might be a little bit better for... I don't know. This is... I mean... Alright, I'm gonna say it. These champions are kind of awkward together. Also, I only drew MALPHITE in 1 game, which is kind of annoying. But anyway. Like, they're good. This is fine, right? We'll keep this single combat. Get rid of the Ivor Horak. It's weird to plan for it, because I kind of need Ivor Horak to level up MALPHITE. But it's like, if I don't draw MALPHITE, then it doesn't matter anyway, you know? And it's like, it's kind of a waste to try and keep Ivor Horak in my hand to start anyway. So, it's... I don't know. MALPHITE's not... He's an awkward card to play around. I'd say that he's really good in the Talia deck when you can reliably get the landmarks. And that's part of the synergy of the deck, right? So you're not just, like, shoehorning in landmarks to level up MALPHITE. But this is... it's a little bit like that. A little bit like that. I mean, I'm just playing Plaza and I'll keep the leftover mana. I'll take 4 damage here. It's not bad. Plaza's really good. Ow, ow. I wish I had 5 mana so I could play Garen, but... Yeah, now it's a little awkward because now I have to play Bright Steel. But at least I can, like, shield the other... This Bright Steel with the other one, right? So then I can go like this.
You're covered.
Now I can go like that one to that one, that one to that one, and I can have favorable traits across the board.
Protect and strike.
Boom, ba-dum, boom, boom, ba-dum, boom, boom, ba-dum, boom, 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 boom. Neat. Not bad for me.
Fight or die.
Okay, another raider. This is yeah, this is, you know, this is a thing. Oh, that's bad. that's I have no units in my hand except for Garen. That's bad.
Leave nothing standing.
Take the 3-2. I guess I probably should have blocked with that just so I could get rid of the vulnerable tag because it's kind of annoying. I want to play Garen, but I don't. And the reason why I don't is because I want him to have Challenger. Challenger on Garen is very important. So, like, now I threaten a lot more by having that. I threaten a lot by having this. Holy crap.
Carved from
Oh.
the savage cold.
I threaten a lot less from having this.
Here we go. I suppose.
Do I attack with this anyway?
Get rowdy.
I don't think I do, right? I can try and kill... The problem is, like, at 3 mana, he has so many combat tricks open to him, right? Like, Troll Chant. Nah, I can't do anything. That just shut me down. Yeah. Hmm.
We love it when they run.
My heart and sword for democracy.
Garen has a lot of attack. Now he can stop Sejuani. If I want to just throw Garen to Sejuani. Ooh, exhaust.
Born for conquest.
I don't know about that one. Okay, that makes more sense. I mean, putting him at 7 doesn't do anything. I have to either go like sharp that or like single combat. Hey, nice. Alright. Yeah, not ideal, but keeping Garen alive is pretty decent. Malphite! The freaking rock is here! We got an 8-10 challenger. Now Malphite's gonna put in some work. Here we go. Don't have a whole lot to contend with this big beefy boy. I attack with this first. The reason why I attack with this first is 1, to drop his health. And now, cool, you gave me another challenger unit. Thanks. Now I have 2 challenger units. And now I also have a Garen level up. Okay, that's boom. Press the advantage. So now I have a 6-6 and basically an 8-6. And I got the attack token on every turn, as well as double sharp sight, which is pretty solid. Not gonna lie.
The winter's claw strikes.
Do a double attack here. You could have the +8, +4. Yeah, that one.
I'll take everything.
Oh, Malphite instead. I mean, I'd much rather take out Garen too. I think Garen, because like I just get so many more attacks. Yeah, yeah. Now he has 2 mana, so can't really do much. We'll play a Star Tip Peak. Oh, Malphite, buddy, you were almost there. You're only 2 mana away. I mean, we'll just open with it. Garen will just lead me to victory right here. He will charge. Alright, Wild Claw. What'd I get? Messenger's pretty good. More card draw. Double Hush. I like it. 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 I like. I like. Or Messenger. Boop. Oh yes, Malphite.
I stand ready.
I want to have enough mana to play Malphite, but I have, like, Hushes open for potential combat tricks. Like that! Get hushed. Get hushed. And now we'll do this too to kill your Alpha Wild Claw. Alright, I should stick to playing card games and not to singing. Boom! Boom!
We do what is right.
Get him! Oh, you're at 1 health, baby. Oh, what happened to your health, boo? What happened to your health? It's gone. Your health's gone. Go get him, Garen. Bam! Easy peasy, lemon, Garen squeezy. Hush is such a good card. Yeah, so there we go. So, not too bad, honestly, on the mid-range Malphite Garen deck. You know, Malphite just a very solid, honestly, just a very big unit, which is kind of like something that this deck needs, right? Like, if we look at others, let's look at, like, 7 drops. So, if we look at other 7 drops from these regions, we get, like, Eclipse Dragon at a 7/7, Malphite at a 6/10, and we have King Jarvan at a pathetic 3/6 stat line, and Stalking Broodmother at a 6/6 stat line. So, Malphite, honestly, is just a giant clump of stats. That works really, really well with, like, Concerted Strike and Single Combat because he's so difficult to remove at 10 health and tough. That, he can't, like, even with, as you saw, like, without his level of 4, he still works out pretty well. Just, you have him combined with Grand Plaza, and all of a sudden you have, like, a 7/10 tough challenger that can just, like, single-handedly destroy any unit. So, is this deck fantastic? No, it's alright. It's like a solid, like, C tier deck. But it does have a lot of good synergies in it. So, I'm pretty happy with it. And I think that is where I'm going to leave the video today. Thank you, everyone, so much for watching. And if you liked the video, please hit me up with one of those likes and possibly a subscribe. We are so close to 500, and I'm really excited to get there. Really excited to see my channel grow and for all of you people to join my community. So, with all that being said and done, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace!